Welcome to the Creative Brew, helping you keep your creative juices brewing. We're giving out chunks of insight, motivation, and practicality for your creative journey. Gnarco is just not a company, it's a way of life. Born from the vision of embracing the gnarly spirit, we at Gnarco are dedicated to crafting American-made products that embody the essence of adventure and freedom. Our mission is clear: to empower individuals to live life to the fullest, unapologetically, being themselves and finding tranquility in the pursuit of remarkable experiences. You can visit Gnarco at gnarcousa.com. My next partner is Elevate Coffee Trading, and if you appreciate specialty coffee, enjoy outdoor adventure, and love helping elevate the lives of children around the world, then you're going to love Elevate Coffee Trading. Their mission is to extract hope through love, coffee, and adventures. There's free shipping in the United States, and every bag of coffee helps sponsor health and education for children in coffee-producing countries and in areas of need in the United States. You can use promo code Elevate21 on your next order, and you can follow their journey on social media at Elevate Coffee Trading. Or you can visit online at elevatecoffeetrading.com, and let's start extracting hope together. And this episode is brought to you by Baba Coffee, smuggling good vibes. Baba roasts their coffee beans each week and only offers the freshest coffee. They have espressos, lattes, cappuccinos, pour over, or drip coffee. You can try their cold brew coffee, nitro cold brew, or bulletproof coffee, and boba milk teas. They also have a wide assortment of delicious food. I would suggest you try the avocado toast, mimosas, wine, or beer. On the weekends, you can check out some great music like the Soto Six and food like Eliza the Shelf and others over the weekend, every Friday and Saturday, beginning at 6 p.m. You can check out everything they got going on Facebook and Instagram at Baba Coffee. Hey, and we're back with a new episode today. It's going to be a mix of different things. Just giving my takes on. I was come back around. I was recently out of town and had the opportunity to check out the Olympic team trials for wrestling. If for listeners that do know me, I am really huge in wrestling. I love athletics, love sports. So having the opportunity to be able to experience this and check out, some of the top guys in the country, in the world, competing for 6 spots on the Olympic team. You had freestyle, Greco, as well as women's wrestling. Really high level wrestling. I mean, it was something to really a sight to behold. A lot of people sort of operating at a very high level, and really the mistakes were really critical, really minute. You made a mistake, you were paying the price for it, as well as just executing. People that was executing on in competition. It's so hard. When you get up to a level like that, it's really amazing to see. And it was, broadcasted on NBC and everything, but had really great tickets. So really appreciative for Win Magazine for helping me out with that. And then, like I said, I was also able to design the graphics for the Fan Fest that was there over the weekend, as well as the actual program cover for the Olympic team trials. So really cool. I'll definitely be keeping my my cover, my actually the program, as a collector's item. Um, but just really appreciative and always in gratitude for my clients helping me out like that. So it was great. So I'm pretty much giving my takes on the Olympic team trials, sort of seeing it and observing it, and really twisting it and maybe giving some tips on what I saw from the trials, and maybe something that can help you out, in your creative journey, in your professional life, maybe in your personal life. So I'll give you 3 tips and just something that I saw. Also, I'll be talking about the art scholarship. We're trying to do the second annual art scholarship in remembrance of my mom, who passed away a couple of years ago, actually a few years ago. So still getting the art scholarship going. Actually doing a silent auction right now. If you're interested in bidding on one of these cups, then actually it wasn't this cup. I actually had
um, one of my other ones here, I'll show it really quick. So you got this one, and as well as a Kobe Black Mamba Cup. I've got two of them on auction. I guess I could do all of them, but right now I'm just going to auction those two. And if people are interested, I will send the link. The link will be in the show notes, and I'll start posting that out as well. And everything helps to help with the art scholarship. So we plan on giving three checks for three students, high school students, seniors that's looking to go into higher education within the creative arts field. So it's just something that's sort of near and dear to my heart. And we want to keep it going and figure out ways of sort of funding that. But you can help. So if you want to bid on that, that's great. If you want to donate, that's awesome too. You don't have to just bid on the cup. If you want to do a donation, there's a donate option on there uh, to donate for for the scholarship. So um, everything helps, and we appreciate it. And then we're talking about also too, while we got the art scholarship circling around, I actually partnered up with a shoe brand that I helped develop called BMoney Beastin, and we've been creating a little catalog of characters and creating wrestling shoes merchandise for the wrestling community. We recently just launched the new version V3 with MB, a little characterize actually one of the main characters that I created for the show. Um, so he's on these new versions on these V3s called the V3 Ultimate. So that's available. So if you want to check it out, you can go to BMoneyBeastin.com and buy your pair today. So I just want to give a quick little shout out with my shoe brand, shoe partner, and so we're just really getting that going, and we're pushing on that. So if you're in the wrestling community and you want to try out some affordable, high quality shoes, check out bmoneybeastin.com and get those new V3s. So we got limited stocks, and if you're interested in a high quality shoe at a great price, I check them out. So that's what I got. So we'll go into the new episode. What I took from the Olympic team trials, three tips, and then something that, really it may get you thinking. I think the Creative Brew, this show is about mixing ideals, mixing experiences, stories, and figuring out what works for your creative journey. Not everything is cookie cutter. Something may work for me, as opposed to something else completely different working for you. So that's what the show is about: is figuring out ways of helping with your creative journey and giving you insights, the tips, and everything else to help you along the way. So what I got today, tip number one for this is preparation and execution is critical. The from what I saw from a lot of the matches is you really noticed a lot of people that how they prepared, how they train, nutrition, everything played a part. And then not only during the training, going to the actual matches, actual competition, and executing on what they drilled, on what they practiced on for months upon months, going into the Olympic team trials. So it was really interesting seeing the people that really executed in matches, and as opposed to others that might have fell short a little bit. And I mean, the mistakes were so minute. I mean, because you got some of the top level, wrestlers in the country. I mean, the accolades. I mean, there was even high school kids, some of the top level high school kids that was competing, that was able to compete in that. So the accolades on all these wrestlers was unbelievable. So to be able to even compete was even, like I said, that was something to behold. But being able to compete and win at that level, you really have to work on your preparation and execution. And you sort of you see it from the ones that won the trials, as well as people that made the national team. So with that, there was people you would love to win it. That'd be awesome. But if you get into the top three or four, I believe, you make the U.S. national team, which is awesome. So you got a lot of people that they came back through and executed and end up getting their spot on the national team, which is great. So learning how to be, learning how to prepare yourself, how to, maybe you've got something coming up, figuring out ways of preparing, rehearsing, doing all the things necessary in order to get yourself ready to execute. And that's the name of the game. Figuring out with you being a creator, you're always in that process of creating and executing on ideals. The more you can do that, the more opportunities I believe is going to come to you. If you can figure out ways of executing on ideals, um, being able to be a producer, that's the name of the game right now. It's always um, cool to, I think there's a lot of people that, maybe they, go through and they're thinking about ideals, or they maybe they acquire new knowledge, and or they might have, maybe they saw something online and they, they're absorbing it, maybe they read a new book. How do we apply that knowledge? How do we we're preparing ourselves, we're doing all the things necessary, but learning how to apply that knowledge, those tips, everything into your own actual life, or in your career, or in your creative work, that's something else completely altogether. So figure that out, prepare and execute. Next tip that I got, number two, and it's something that I saw in here, is having a great support system. Um, I mean, it was amazing. If you see the ones that actually won the Olympic trials, I mean, you had their whole family, coaches. You knew who their support system was. Even in the wins and losses, pretty much all the wrestlers had a great support system. Even the winners definitely. You saw. I mean, if you were able to see it, you saw their family members, the coaches, the people, small family members, or the people that was, you know, been around them through their journey. Um, it's really amazing to sort of see, how well a person can actually do when they have people that's going to help support and lift them up. So maybe that's something that's going on with you. Maybe you have the talent. Maybe you have the inkling. I mean, if you're listening to this right now, you have an inkling of, or a glimpse of what you could do. Maybe you're a creative type and you have those abilities, but trying to figure out which way to go. Um, Figuring out ways of creating that support system. Like who's your support system? Who are the people that's around you that's going to support you? Who are the people that's going to lift you up and keep you steady, even when you feel down? Because I know for a lot of my creators, sometimes we can get down on ourselves. We're really ultra critical of ourselves, even me. So having those people around you that's going to help support, empower, and lift you up is critical. And I saw it firsthand with the people that had their hand raised. They had their support system. They had their people that was around you, that was around them. Likewise, at the same time too, when people lost, you still had the support system. So at that high level, you have to have that group. You have to have that village that's going to be around you. If you're at that high, at that kind of level, you're operating or competing at that level, you can't do it alone. And I think that's for something to, maybe for you to think about, is when you're in that creative journey, don't expect to do this alone. I know we can be our own sort of self-driven, and we can go after it. I know I'm like that too, but at the same time, we do have to have those people around us that's going to help us and guide us, mentor us, coach us, um, maybe give us a different perspective, maybe give us some kind of new awareness. All those things play a part in your own creative health and journey, and and your nurturing. So um, things to consider. Um, so learning how to prepare and execute, having that support system. And then the third one, which is something that I saw a lot, is, you know what, you will fail in some form of fashion. I think that's, you know, you can do everything right, train, prepare. You can, do all the preparation. If you're if you're a creator, you can, maybe you're preparing for a exhibition or a gallery. You know what? You can still do everything perfect And sometimes things won't come out the way you expect. And you know what? That's all right, because it's far better for you to go after the things that you want. Far better for you to race and push and just go forward and get to that destination and you fail than you thinking about it, and then you know maybe years later you're regretting, you're regretting you even, you know, perhaps you get down the road and you regret not taking that chance, or maybe you regret saying, you know what, I think I should have went for that. I think I should have went for that. Um, sometimes we can, we can be our own, worst enemy. Sometimes we can hold ourselves back. So don't be afraid to fail. And I think that I saw it, in a lot of instances, in a lot of the matches, is knowing that, you know what, you can go do everything right, do all the preparation, have your support system. You can get out there and you can still lose. Would you still go after it? And I think that's the question. And I think this is applicable to anyone, that's, in your if you're in your creative journey, if you're in your career, your athletic career, um, your entrepreneurial pursuits, everything, relationships. You can visualize it and say, you know what, this is how I want the perfect scenario. This is how I envision it, and it may happen. That's I want it to happen. If it does, that is awesome. But at the same time, too, if it doesn't, that's where we can't beat ourselves up. You know, um, at least having the courage for you to go after the things, after the dreams that you want. That's it. That is the destination and the journey itself, is going after it, not knowing if we're going to get it or not. But maybe along the way, maybe there was things that, um, you know we had to overcome to maybe get to that certain destination. Maybe there was things that we had to transform within ourselves in order to get to that destination. And if you win or lose, we'll see. We'll see what the universe, says about that. We'll see where the cards fall. But at least being courageous enough to go forward with you knowing that you could fail, that's courage and strength enough. There's a lot of people that that's on the sidelines that are thinking, maybe doing too much thinking. They're thinking about doing something, and they won't go after it because maybe they're afraid of losing. Maybe they're afraid of saying, you know what if I don't get it? What if you do? Or who knows? Maybe it was, who knows? Maybe you got to go through it. And it's not, and I know it sometimes it can be cliche, and you've heard it before. It's the destination is great, and there's a lot of people that's reached a certain goal, and it's like they get there and like that's it, and they're looking for another one. They're looking for a bigger goal. So it's not really the destination itself. Is It's what all the things that you transform within yourself in order to become the person to get to that destination. That might be what it is. I mean, it's almost sort of reflective of a video game. All the skills and the levels and the challenges, everything that you needed, all the resources, that the people around you to get to a certain destination, and maybe you fail, or maybe you get through that level. Who knows? So, um, those are the three tips. Those are the things to sort of consider. That's what I got from, my travels to the Olympic team trials. And I think that's something that could be applicable to anything that you're doing right now. Is figure out how to prepare, how to execute on your ideals, execute on your vision, figure out ways of just moving 2 steps forward. That's it. But get in the process of executing. Sometimes we can get so much knowledge, so much, tips and everything at our fingertips. We can have all the literally right now. We have everything at our fingertips. All the knowledge and resources, technology, everything is within our hands reach. But we won't execute on an ideal. So figure out ways of, if you can get into that process of learning, and then how do we use that knowledge to apply it into our own life? That's the name of the game. That's when you start to jump levels. Second of all, have the support system. You know, have the people around you that's going to empower and uplift you. And at the same time, too, call you out on your stuff. If you know you're not not maybe you're not performing to your standard, and maybe you're not doing what you need to be doing in order to go forward. Those people are going to be there to let you know. They love you, but they're going to love you hard. And I think that's what some of my coaches used to do with me is, they love you, but they're going to love you hard. So they're going to be tough on you, but they're doing it out of love and respect. I know some of you got those people that they're out. You feel like they're part of the support system, but maybe they're a little bit jealous of you. Maybe they're jealous that you're actually going forward, or maybe you're being courageous enough to go forward with your dreams, and they're still stuck in level one, and they don't know how to go forward. Sometimes those people aren't that's not the support system you need. Those are the ones that sometimes may drain your energy, and you got to be careful about that. So figure out who your real support system is, and those are going to be the ones that's going to help support you, that's going to keep you going forward, that's going to enrich your life in some form or fashion, and it's going to support you when you're down. I guarantee you, all the athletes that maybe you witnessed, maybe if you had the opportunity to check out the trials, or even from my eyes, from my perspective, everyone has their challenges and troubles. I mean, you got mental health, dealing with my wrestlers, dealing with nutrition, dealing with weight. There's all kinds of things swirling around in people's brains. So having that support system that's going to keep you guided, keep you going forward, keep you going the way you need to go is critical. You can't do this by yourself. There's no way. Not when you get to certain levels. I guarantee you, everybody has some kind of coach, some kind of mindset coach, some kind of business coach. I mean, everything. Any kind of some kind of coach, people around you that's going to keep you focused on what makes you unique. So figure out that support system. And then third, go after it. If you fail, that's part of the game. If you win, that is also part of the game. But just be courageous to go forward. Be courageous to take that one step forward into the unknown if you got to. And I guarantee you, your future self will thank you for it. I guarantee you. So those are my 3 tips. That's what I got. And hopefully you love this episode. There's different ways of supporting. If you want to support this episode as well as future episodes, you can go to www.buymeacoffee.com/the creative brew. And for the price of a cup of coffee, you can help support this episode as well as future episodes. So everything helps. This is what keeps us going. If you're interested in sponsoring the show in some form or fashion, we've got information on that too. So send me a DM or send me an email, reach out, and let's connect. If you're interested in the art scholarship, I'll have the link on there. Actually, the fundraiser for the art scholarship, I'll have the link. And then for people that want to register, want to apply for the art scholarship, I'll also send a link for that too. That's on my main website at langforddesign.com, and you can go to the scholarship tab and fill out the form from there. So glad to be back, getting back to my regular schedule. Fighting some fires, especially with the design business and with the Just Heart brand and everything else. I'm keeping the creative journey going. These sponsors help me out tremendously, and with them helping me out, I'm able to help you out and help you to become the best, most creative person that you could be. So that's what I got. And Skeletor, me would like to say, be creative, stay inspired.
Down, stay on the ground. No, I won't take it. No, we won't take it. Life is about to give you ups and downs, all the wins and the outs and the smiles and frowns. They will tell you, settle down, stay on the ground. No, I won't take it. No, we won't take it. The same